You're now watching Q News, and here are the top stories for this hour. Renewed clashes have erupted again in Shahba, north of Suweida, between local factions and tribal fighters, resulting in 10 fatalities so far. In response, Syrian security forces have begun deploying across Suweida province to restore order and stability. The Syrian Interior Ministry affirmed the government's unwavering commitment to re-establishing security and ensuring the safety of all citizens in the region. Syrian President Ahmed al-Shara has described what's happening in Suweida as a dangerous turning point, warning that fierce clashes nearly spiraled out of control without state intervention. He blamed Israeli strikes for escalating the crisis and highlighted retaliatory attacks by armed groups, which triggered further tribal mobilization. Shara emphasized the state's commitment to unity, protection of minorities, and upholding sovereignty, urging all parties to reject foreign interference and sectarianism. He called for wisdom, national cohesion, and adherence to law to safeguard Syria's stability. The United Nations has condemned Israeli airstrikes and intense clashes in southern Syria, urging respect for Syria's territorial integrity and civilian protection. Recent violence erupted between the Druze and the Bedouin tribes in Suweida, with Syrian interim forces intervening amid Israeli strikes on Damascus, Suweida, and Daraa. The UN highlighted grave human rights abuses, including killings and looting by various armed groups. Calls for restrained, transparent investigations and accountability were emphasized to halt the bloodshed and protect vulnerable communities. Israel's occupation military has reported detecting a missile launched from Yemen towards Israel. That comes as air raid sirens sounded in multiple areas and air defense systems were activated to intercept the projectile. The Gaza Strip has witnessed intense Israeli military escalation in the past 24 hours, with Israeli media reporting a severe security incident in Qnews that required airlifting wounded soldiers. That comes as Israeli strikes killed 43 Palestinians, including 32 awaiting humanitarian aid, as bombardment targeted various areas. The Israeli occupation army claimed ongoing destruction of Palestinian resistance infrastructure and weapon depots, launching 90 airstrikes on Hamas-linked sites across Gaza. Medical sources confirmed the rising death toll, with casualties reported in the Palestinian side of Rafah, Qnews, Jabalia, and Gaza City. The Ministry of Health in Gaza said that 98 people have been killed and more than 500 others wounded in the past 48 hours. It added that several victims remain under the rubble or in the streets, with rescue teams unable to access them due to ongoing strikes and destruction. The mounting death toll comes as Israeli attacks continue across the Gaza Strip. Ambulance and civil defense teams report difficulty reaching areas hit by airstrikes, leaving many trapped under the rubble. The ministry warns the numbers are likely to rise. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz has met his U.S. counterpart Pete Hegseth at the Pentagon, where both confirmed the destruction of 3 Iranian nuclear sites, Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan. The U.S. reaffirmed its strong support for Israel's right to self-defense, while Katz praised the joint action as a blow to Iran's nuclear capabilities. Hegseth urged Iran to choose peace. And this concludes our top stories for this hour. I'm Hala Al-Hamilawi. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more updates here on Q News.